firstly, I would like to thank Lynn for sharing my details with you, Janet. And Janet, thank you so much for this wonderful opportunity to reach out to all you ladies around the world. It always excites me when I'm talking to women, especially. I am a global image consultant and personal stylist. I'm a personal shopper and I'm also a public speaker. So my background is as a fashion buyer before. And when I was asked to do this talk, I really thought long and hard because I don't have a lot of time. I really want to be impactful. I really want to plant seeds with all of you ladies. And hopefully, you will start stepping out of your comfort zone because, as we know, if you step out of your comfort zone, you get a little bit uncomfortable. That's when the actual growth happens. And I'll tell you a little bit more about my story later down my presentation. And if you could possibly, if you have any questions, you can either write it in the comments and I'll go through it after my presentation, or you can save it and we can speak about whatever questions you have. So I hope you're all going to enjoy my presentation. And this is all about decluttering the old you, and we want to rebuild the new you. It's like when you give up alcohol, it's possibly like giving up an old friend. You're giving up possibly losing your best friend, that glass of wine after a long day. You might have been celebrating with a cocktail, that drink that would have whispered to you, possibly you deserve this. And then suddenly it's gone. And you're left with this quiet space. And a question that echoes when you look yourself in the mirror and you ask, who am I now? Who am I now? And as I said to you, I will tell you a little bit about my story. And putting this presentation together, it was so relatable to me. And I'll go through that later. But you're not just saying no to a drink. This is about saying yes now to yourself because you've made the change, you've made that decision, whenever that was. And this is where the real healing begins. The repair, you're going to be rediscovering who you are from the inside and the outside. You're going to be rebuilding, you're going to be repairing, rediscovering, and hopefully we're going to be recoloring. Okay, and understanding this new connection that you're having with yourself, because you're shifting from loss to empowerment. And I'm always one about looking at the positives. Everything happens for a reason. Why has this happened to you? And how are you going to move forward? But it is about empowering yourself, and there's lots of different ways. If any of you are sleeping better now, can we have a yes? Anyone sleeping better? Anyone finding that their skin is starting to glow? Maybe your skin used to be quite dull and now it's starting to glow. Your eyes might appear a lot brighter. Anyone in the chats? Because what's happening is you are beginning to matter. And I hope that you have these kind of self-talks with yourself that I matter. We all matter. God has made us uniquely and we are all on this earth for a reason and for a purpose. And whatever your story is, I hope that one day you are going to be sharing your story because somebody needs to hear it. You'll be quite surprised how when you share your story, it impacts the next person possibly in a different way. And we don't know what the next person is going through at the end of the day. So I think it's quite amazing to share your story. So when you're in this new zone now, the fog is lifting, you're feeling a little bit uncomfortable. There's a lot of emotions that's coming up. You start seeing yourself a little bit more clearly. And sometimes that can also be quite confronting. But that's the clarity. That's where the power lies. So I'm going to talk a little bit about the power of color. And this is what really excites me a lot. But before, I don't know if any of you love wearing black. I know Lynn and Janet said Janet can't get out of her black tights, which I'm seeing on Tuesday. We are definitely going to change that. But wearing black, I have a lot of clients that wear black. Yes, it's a global obsession, but wearing black, and I'll tell you a little bit about black. People wear black because they want to blend in. They don't want to stand out possibly. They just want to be there. Sometimes you wear black because you just decided that it's the easiest thing to wear. It's the go-to item or color to wear. You don't feel like making an effort. But when you wear black, it can also have the adverse effect. It can make you look more tired. It can make you look more drained. It can bring out your fine lines and wrinkles. It can also darken those dark circles under your eyes. So wearing black and how you wear black is very important because there are tricks on wearing black. It's important to create different textures when you're wearing black, especially close to your face. So that's just a little tip, ladies. When you hit the black color, be very careful of that it doesn't look too dull on you, that it has got texture. But I'm giving you permission today, unless or in case nobody else has given you permission to wear color. It is the most vibrant thing to do. It's that whole dopamine feeling. It just changes everything. So I'm going to share some personal things that's happened to me. Lynn understands and knows my story. So 4 years ago, I happily married to this exquisite man, an angel that God was given me. We've got 2 kids together, and he landed up in hospital for 18 days with COVID, and he passed away. And my whole life changed. And I was wearing black all the time. And so in my job, what I do, I promote black, I promote color, and I decided, you know what? It's actually time for me to make myself feel better and to get up, to get up, to dress up, and to show up for myself, not for anybody else. And by me showing up for myself, I started showing up for my kids also, and I saw how that impacted them. And color started making me feel happy again. So it's about dressing intentionally. When we make that effort for ourselves on the daily, and I know you guys choose this, you choose to shop for yourself every day. That's why you do belong to this organization, and I really commend all of you. So that was my struggle, is to get up, dress up, and show up every day. I work for myself. I do not work for a boss anymore. I used to, but now I don't have an office. I work from home. I go and I see clients. I go shop. But if I'm working from home, whenever, I make sure that I get up, I dress up, and I show up for myself. So that small thing of being intentional about showing up for yourself goes such a long way. You start feeling good. My husband used to compliment me all the time. I promise you, I'm not exaggerating. So I decided, actually, who's going to compliment me now? So what I do is I dress accordingly, that I fish for compliments. It sounds whatever, however it sounds to you, but actually when you're so used to getting compliments from somebody and you get nothing anymore, it's actually, that's what I miss. So I decided to do that. So I've done a whole lot and created my life now that I've got people around me that's like a little element of what my husband used to do. So I've got a woman that massages me. I dress in color to get compliments. I've got financial advisor. I've got people that really help me in my life so that I can move forward. Because I'm still here, I'm still alive, and we have a reason. There's a reason why and a purpose why you are on this earth. And hopefully you have found it, or you will find it. So I think it's important that we embrace color. So color is not superficial. It's actually your soul's way of saying, hello, I'm back. Look at me. It really does brighten up your life. I'm wearing orange today. Obviously, I know what colors suit me. I know what colors bring out my natural glow. So I wear the colors that suit me. And I feel so summery today. I feel like the sun is shining. Well, it is shining, but I feel fabulous. And I know I look good. I know I feel good. And I know people are going to compliment me. And it's interesting. I don't know if any of you have experienced when the odd occasion, or maybe you wear color often, but when you wear certain colors, guaranteed you're going to get compliments. Can we have a hands up if anybody's experienced that before? Anybody? I'm trying to see all of you. Yes, yay. I'm so glad. So now I'll ask you this question. Why wouldn't you want to have that feeling every day? Why would you shy away from that? I'm going to take you through a few colors. I'm just trying to get my right. So there are certain colors that have certain emotions involved. When we wear yellow, so butter yellow is one of the main colors for summer. It was in Europe and now it's landed in South Africa. It is one of the main colors. Yellow gives you the courage to stand in your truth. It's a vibrant color. It's the color of the sun, depending on what kind of a day it is. So that is what yellow brings. It is really beautiful, and you can see how gorgeous this woman looks. I'm not saying you need to look like like a color wheel, but maybe you just need to put on a scarf, or maybe it's a little gold bangle, or maybe it is yellow shoes or gold shoes or something that's going to brighten up your day. I'm not saying go crazy on color, but maybe just think about colors and what colors actually mean. When it comes to green, there's all different shades of green. I know in Europe, you guys are in winter, we are in summer, but green is growth and it's renewal. And it's one of my favorite colors also. I absolutely love green. Blue, which is a very popular color. You got the light blue, you got the baby blues, you've got the cobalt blues, you've got denim blue. We all have a pair of denim jeans in our closet. Blue brings its peace and it's calm. And in fact, it's one of the colors, if you're going for an interview, it's one of the colors that says you are trustworthy, which is very interesting. So blue is a great color, and you can see how gorgeous this lady looks. She's wearing an all-white outfit, and she's just got a beautiful scarf around her neck and a blue bag. It's just gorgeous. And then the other lady's got a denim jeans, a white shirt, and a beautiful trench coat. Red is a color of passion and purpose. Denise, I'm not sure if you're wearing red or like a nice orange. I'm not sure what my screen is telling me.
I think it's orange. It's quite a dark orange, but I took my grey off. I had orange underneath. This is my real colour.
Go Queen, I love that. I love it. Well done. So red is a color for passion and purpose, and how gorgeous does this woman look? I'm going, after this, I'm actually going to doll up and I'm going to a black tie event. It's at 6 o'clock South African time. Yeah. And I dress to stand out in a crowd. I want people to notice me. I want to start a conversation. I'm not wearing red. I'm actually wearing chocolate brown. I want to look like a beautiful chocolate, a nice chocolate cake. So that is my intention. Oh, my God. Sorry, I'm just oversharing here. You know, what color's more, as I said, color's more about, it's not just fashion, it's a healing energy. It really is, I said to you with my story, why I started embracing color again and not just wearing black is because I wanted a brighter life. I wanted to choose happiness every day. I wanted to feel good. It's also your soul's way of saying, guess what, guys, I'm back. I'm not hiding away. I'm not feeling sorry and sad for myself anymore. I'm actually choosing to be out there. I'm choosing happiness. So when you start reintroducing color into your wardrobe, we need to look at what clothes you're wearing. You don't have to go crazy on color. I always suggest to my clients, if color is quite overwhelming for you, maybe choose one color for the whole season and embrace that. Maybe it's a scarf, it's a bag, it's a shoe. Maybe it's a beautiful earring and that's your accessories. Or maybe it's a beautiful top. But when you're wearing a vibrant color, it's always best to wear the color closest to your face because that's what matters the most. That's what matters the most. That's what's going to give you a good natural glow. If you want to understand what are those colors and shades that best suit you, I do full color analysis. It becomes extremely liberating understanding and knowing what colors suit you. And sometimes Loretta's got a pop of red or orange on her lips. That's just wow. You don't have to go crazy on color, but it makes such a difference when you introduce color into your closet and into how you're showing up every day. So when we declutter the old you, it's not just about when you are now decluttering your life and you're decluttering your fridge and your freezer. It's about also decluttering how you are showing up every day. What is it that is serving you? What are the items in your fridge? What are the items in your closet that's not serving you anymore? That maybe every time you put it on, it brings back old emotions. I had a client in the week on Thursday, and she said to me, she's got this closet of clothes that's a size and a half too small for her. She's holding on to those clothes because she's not prepared to buy a bigger size. And that's been for the last 5 years that she's been living like this. So she gets dressed every day. Pants or jeans are a little bit tight, so she takes elastic and she ties it so that it still fits her. She goes to work. She wears a shirt that's maybe a little bit tight, so she's not sure if those buttons are going to pop. So this is what I said to her. I said to her that, you know what's happening? You are living in the past. You have not embraced your future. You are now not in your 30s anymore. She's 42. You are in your 40s. You're a different person to what you were 5 years ago. I can tell you now, I'm a different person to what I was a year ago. So it doesn't have to be 5 years ago. It can be a month ago. It can be a year ago or a few months ago or 5 years ago. But what I want for you to think about is that who are you? Who is this person now when you look in the mirror? Who are you now? Don't think about your past. Your past is done. You need to now start thinking about your future. You need to think about, is it toxic relationships? We all go through these stages and phases of our lives that maybe we need to drop a few toxic people in our lives and don't feel guilty about it. You need to think about, who are the people that are serving you? What is the food that you're eating that's serving you? What are you doing now that is serving you that you never used to do? Because whatever your life was before, how much of that actually served you to where you are today and where you want to go? You need to think about all of that. So I'm not just here to declutter your wardrobe. It's about decluttering your life. It's about decluttering all those old habits. Things that, and I'm talking to myself because I have a food addiction, people. I'm going to share some stories with you. So I was like, what? Lethal. I'm like writing this. I wrote this presentation to myself almost. And I think it's so important that we constantly have to evaluate our lives, because just because you've made certain decisions to get you where you are today doesn't mean these decisions are going to last you for the next year or 5 years or 10 years. We constantly need to reevaluate. We constantly need to evolve, to grow. There's always room for improvement. What's working for you now might not work for you in the next few weeks or months. So constantly you need to readdress. Or maybe you haven't sat down to declutter your life completely. And maybe you need to start looking at that. What is bringing you the good energy and what is bringing you the bad energy? And how can you get rid of it? Because ladies, at the end of the day, it's taken me many years to realize this. I've got 2 young adult kids. But your life, everything that happens in your life is your choice, nobody else's. We can't blame anybody else but ourselves. So it's all up to you. You are getting a new identity that fits the person that you are becoming. And who is that person that you want to become? How are you going to reinvent yourself? As I said, when I do closets, and I'm doing Janet's closet on Tuesday, I'm going to a place in Seapoint. I'm so excited. I look at what no longer is serving you. What are those clothes that make you look so frumpy? It's just adding extra onto your body. It's too long. It's too short. It's just doing nothing for you. Who are those people that do that? Who are the people that drain you? And who are you ready to release also? And that comes with the closet. There are items that we can possibly donate that has had its days and is no longer serving you. But there might be the odd item that you want to keep because it's got sentimental value. And I can tell you, I learn a lot about people and about my clients when I go into their closets. Sometimes we hold on to, like this client I saw last week, we hold on to that old baggage, that old person, but yet 5 years or 2 years later, you've evolved, you've moved on. So what is the point of holding on to the past, the old clothes that's no longer serving you, when you can wear the most stunning clothes now that fits you, that you feel comfortable in, and that makes you look so fabulous? And that goes for everything in your life. So decluttering is about the energy. Once you clear the space emotionally, mentally, and physically, you create room for you. You create room for new, exciting, fabulous new life. I'm so excited about that because I never knew I could be as happy as what I am today 4 years ago. I had no idea. And it's been a journey. It's completely been a journey, but it's part of it. But the world needs you. The world needs you. Like I said earlier, we all have a purpose. We all have a purpose on this earth. That's why we are still here. And I've often asked myself, God, why am I here, not my husband? Like, why me? What is it? What is it that I need to do? What is my purpose? So have you thought about what your purpose is? I went through a stage where I wish that I would be like, God, just strike me with lightning that I can figure this life out, because what is it? What is it that I need to do? You need to reinvest in yourself. You need to reinvest in you. You will gain more clarity and confidence. And also, there's lots of resources. I also had to learn to ask for help and also to accept help. I'm sure a lot of people and loved ones, friends, family have said to you, I will help you, but you need to accept the help. And if you also can ask for help, if you need help, if you want to go walk, if you want to go dancing, ask somebody to go with you. There's lots of people out there looking to do things, but if you don't ask, and looking to help you, but if you don't ask, they're never going to know. People can't read your mind. So when you reinvest in yourself, there is an abundance fund. I'm sure you have a lot more money now, the money that you might have been spending on alcohol. What are you doing with that money? Are you planning an overseas trip? Are you planning a holiday? Are you planning to go shopping with me? Are you planning to join a gym, join a movement, go dancing? What are you planning to do with that money? Because money is also energy. And you've got time now on your hands. All that time that you've wasted, now you've got time on your hands. My kids are out of school, they're young adults. I've got so much time. I'm loving it. I've got a lot of friends that are sitting with empty nest syndrome. I'm like, guy, there's so much to do in life. There's so much adventures to go on. There's so much shopping to do. And when I go shopping, I don't always spend money. I go try on clothes because I want to feel good. I want to enjoy myself. And that's one of my favorite pastimes, is to shop. I do window shopping, so to speak, but I just love trying on clothes. So what is it that you have discovered that you enjoy doing? Or maybe you need to find something that you enjoy doing. You could also open up a self-care fund, possibly go to the spa, have a facial, go have a massage. As I said, I do massages. I train. I've always trained, but I went through going through a personal trainer because I thought I need to invest in myself. I need to look after myself now. I'm on my own. Yes, I've got 2 young adult kids, but I'm actually on my own. So I need to invest in myself. I need to be healthy because I'm going to be on my own. Whether I find a partner or not, who knows what the future holds, but right now I can control what I can do. So that's what I've done. So how are you going to be showing up for yourself? As I said, it's either exercise, maybe you want to buy a nice new lipstick or invest in a beautiful makeup. You can go learn how to do makeup. Maybe you want a new closet or you want to get a new outfit because you're going out. What is it that's going to serve you, that you're going to reinvest in yourself, that's going to make you happy? It's going to make you smile. Only you know what that is. And ladies, don't hold back. tomorrow is not promised. I promise you, this is how I live. I live for today and I enjoy every single day. So every cent and every second you spend on yourself says, I choose me. I choose me. Only you can choose you before anybody else is going to choose you. And when you start investing in yourself, it's amazing how if other people start noticing and it starts having a ripple effect and they start wanting to do things for themselves also. You will be so surprised how, before we go there, So this is not vanity, ladies. I promise you. When you spend time by yourself, don't feel guilty about it. It's actually, you should say, well done. I'm spending time with myself. This is a victory for me. I am investing in myself. And maybe I just want to have some quiet time today. So this was my story. This was me last year. After my husband passed, I just started comfort eating. So this was my addiction and it still is. It's a daily struggle for me. I wake up and I'm like, oh, I'm having a great morning. And then I'm like, oh, I feel like a chocolate. I feel like chips. So every day I have little words and discussions with myself and it is not easy. I decided to invest in myself because I realized that the lady in the pink, and this is my job. I'm an image consultant. I'm a personal stylist. I create illusions. I know how to make myself look taller, thinner, but I was just getting bigger and I felt very uncomfortable. I was thinking about my health. I want to be a grandparent at some stage of my life. And I just realized if you don't take charge of your life, nobody else is going to do it for you. So within 3 months, I lost 24 kilograms. I worked my ass off. I put in the work. I put in the discipline. I'm a very sociable person, and I did it last year, October, November, December, right? The busiest, sociable, crazy, festive time in Cape Town. If you live in Cape Town and the sun is shining, you're not at home. You're out almost every day, or you're braaiing, or you barbecuing, or you're socializing. And I just decided to take charge of myself. And so you become the masterpiece under construction. And this is your life. It's your choice. I've kept the weight off. As I said, it's a daily struggle. I found a great balance. I've always been a runner. I ran my fastest 2 Oceans half marathon this year at the age of 54. So don't give up on your life because of your age. Please no. I'm going through menopause right now. I believe that there's a solution for every problem. And if you live like that, why must we struggle? When there is help out there, we just need to ask and you will get the help that you're asking for. So this is your time to shine. This is your time to shine. This is your time to wear color. This is your time to step out boldly and just say to the world, guess what? I choose me every day. I choose me. And I'm going to step out into the world. I'm going to get up, dress up, and show up for myself every day. Thank you so much. I hope you have all enjoyed this presentation and that I've planted a few seeds